17 News is your local election headquarters. As we gear up for November's midterm election, this week marks a crucial first deadline. Tomorrow is the last day for those considering a run in this fall's midterm to file candidacy paperwork. But the biggest topic in November may not be the candidates or the issues. Instead, it may be about whether voters simply show up to the polls and to the ballot box. 17's Maddie Gannon joins us now with more.
Moses, in the primary, Kern had one of the lowest turnouts in the state. Now, we expect turnout in midterms to be lower than presidential elections, and the number should be higher in a general race compared to a primary. But analysts say Kern's June figure could be telling as we prepare for November.
After a 2020 election with record turnout nationwide, California's 2022 primary, seeing nearly 2/3 of registered voters sit out, the lowest turnout figure in the last 3 primaries.
The legislature has taken away what we used to have, which was a primary where a Republican or a Democrat won, and those two faced off in the general.
Republican analyst Kathy Abernathy says California's jungle primary format is partly to blame for low interest across California. But when it comes to Kern specifically, the county coming in at the 5th lowest turnout in the state, with over 20% less voters turning in a ballot this June than in last fall's recall.
A lot of Republican voters vote, and there has been wind kind of taken out of the sails because the recall failed so horribly.
Democratic analyst Neil Sinapa believes GOP voters in Kern may have been less motivated because of Governor Gavin Newsom's victory last September.
Rejecting this recall.
Abernathy notes other counties holding special elections in June that immediately put a candidate in office could be a factor in Kern's low numbers, but says overall the primary was still a win for the GOP.
In this county, Republicans had a very high turnout.
About 20% more Republicans voted in Kern in the primary than Democrats. And analysts say when it comes to Kern's most contentious races, how many voters each party can get to the polls in November will be key.